Yo, what up, dogs? I thought I would do a follow-up video about my most anticipated movies or most hyped movies of 2023. So what I did was just a quick Google search and I found an article on Wiki that's dedicated to all the movies that are coming out in 2023 in North America. So I pulled up my spreadsheet and I started just going down all the films that looked the most interesting to me, and I compiled a quick top 10 movies that are like the most interesting or the most I'm hyped about. And I would like to add in that I am excluding all comic book movies. That's not to say that I'm not excited for them. There's so many of them that I'm afraid it would take up most of my top 10 list. These will become honorable mentions because I know I will go and see these films no matter what. That's like a guaranteed day one. I will be there and seeing them. Out of the MCU movies that I am looking forward to, one is Guardian of the Galaxy and two is the Ant-Man 3. Both of those look really interesting to me and I look forward to watching those. And on the DC side of things, I'm looking forward to Aquaman 2 and Blue Beetle. Oh, and Shazam actually. I liked Shazam 1, so I'm looking forward to seeing Shazam 2 as well. It kind of sucks that the DCEU is being rebooted and these are kind of meaningless films, but I still will go and see them because I'm very interested in just seeing them, like just to see like the last hurrah, you know what I'm saying? Now let's just get into my I don't really want to call it a top 10, but my 10 most anticipated movies of 2023. These are not in any real particular order because whenever they are released, I will go and see them, right? Starting at number 10 is the Barbie movie. I have a little sister, so I grew up with Barbies and action figures and stuff like that. So Barbies in general were a part of my childhood growing up. So I've dabbled in my share of Barbies. And now that they've made a live action movie about this, I'm just really curious as to what the hell this movie will be all about. It's more of a curiosity watch than anything else. Number 9 is Magic Mike's Last Dance. I am a fan of Magic Mike 1 and Magic Mike XL. So when I used to have a podcast, me and my best friend, we would talk about movies and sometimes we would pitch movie ideas. And I pitched an idea for a Magic Mike XXX, which would have been an X-rated movie, but more of a soft core than anything triple X rated, right? So maybe like a hard R. So I pitched this whole idea about like what Magic Mike's future would be. And I'm just curious as to see how close I am with this third installment. And it's the final one. So as a fan, might as well go out with a bang, right? Number 8 is Cocaine Bear. I saw the trailer for this film. It looks ridiculous in a good way. So what more could I possibly ask for? It's a bear who's hopped up on cocaine, going around killing people. It's so silly that it's probably going to be very entertaining, or it's going to be horrible. It could go either way, right? Number 7 is 65. I've always wanted to watch a live action Turok the Dinosaur Hunter movie my entire life. Like ever since that game came out on the N64, I've always thought this would be a great movie property. And we had Jurassic Park, but we never got Turok. But now, fast forward to 2023, we're going to have it. It might be bad, it could be great, and to be honest, I still want that Turok the Dinosaur Hunter movie. So Hollywood, if you're listening, please make this happen. Number 6 is Renfield. It's Nick Cage as Dracula. That's all I have to say about that film. And that's all I really know about that film. So going into it blind, I'm already sold because I want to see Nick Cage be crazy and be Dracula. That's it. That's all I want. I'll pay for that. Number 5 is Fast and the Furious 10. I've watched all these movies in the theater and this is the final one. I might as well go for one last ride or die moment with the family. I'm really curious as to just how it's all going to wrap up. Even though this is the final one, I am very curious as to how this franchise will carry onwards. It's either maybe they'll reboot it, maybe they'll do some spin-offs, or maybe they just will let it die, which is crazy because it's a billion-dollar making movie franchise. So let's see what happens. Number 4 is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I have seen each one of these movies in the theater. And Tom Cruise has never failed to disappoint me, and he's always doing crazy stuff. Each movie is one-upping the other. All I'm hoping for is just a good old-fashioned action spy thriller with Tom Cruise doing crazy stunts. This is what movies are made for, pure entertainment, and that's what I'm hoping to get out of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. Number 3 is John Wick 4. I don't know what else I have to say about this other than I am looking forward to seeing John Wick go up against Donnie Yen in a climactic fight of all fights. I will pay money to see that probably multiple times, especially if it's good. Every John Wick movie has entertained me to no end, and I really look forward to the 4th one. Number 2 is Creed 3. If you know me, Rocky is my all-time favorite movie, all time. And the Rocky franchise is also my all-time favorite franchise. So when they announced Creed 3, I was already on board, tickets sold, let's go. And when I saw the trailer for Creed 3, I was like, oh yeah, give me some of that. It looks like Jonathan Majors is going to be like Clubber Lang meets Mike Tyson. Now, the only downside to this movie is there's no Rocky in it. I don't know if that's going to make me not like this film more or less, so we'll see. That's the fun of it. Like, I'm hyped. I'm very hyped for this movie. And now, my most anticipated movie of 2023 is the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I cannot wait for this film. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like the voice acting, but I don't give a damn. I love the Mario Brothers, period. All their video games, every single one of them. Mario is like the main reason why I ever got into video games in the first place. I became a game designer because of Mario. So Mario means quite a lot to me as an individual. It's really done a lot in my life. I'm looking forward to this movie so much. It looks like it's so much fun. It looks very colorful. I'm not upset about the voices. It looks like a great adventure. I'm going to tell you guys this right now that I think that this movie will reach $1 billion. I'm very confident in this. His brand is so big globally, and I think that's how they're going to get to the $1 billion mark because the brand is such a global powerhouse. Also, I'm really hoping this movie does well for Nintendo and Universal because I would love to see a Nintendo expanded universe where we get Zelda, we get Metroid, we get Kirby, give me a Mario Kart movie, and maybe, hell, let's explore a Smash Bros movie. There's so much content in the Nintendo universe that could be made into movies. I feel like this movie is very important for a lot of future development in the pipeline for Nintendo movies to come. That's the end of my most anticipated movies for 2023. If you have any movies that you're really looking forward to, leave them in the comments below and let's talk about it because there's a ton. There is so many movies coming out in 2023. I am going to be living in the movie theater. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching and check this one out over here.